toss is the fourth official. The Nepal lineup comes here, just makes one change. Pemba Nurubu comes back in goal. Otherwise, they stick to what's worked. Subhash Bam key in attack. And John Vista important in the middle in a 4-3-3. And now the skippers to center. They'll step up for the toss of the coin. It's Mithu Chaudhary, the skipper of Bangladesh. And Nepal will be led by Dharmendra Kunwar. A face-to-face calm before the contest. A coin-tossed decision made. A small movement that sets the stage for something far greater. Bangladesh make one change. Sunny Das comes in at right back. Ridwan drops to the bench and focus will be on Ronan Sullivan. 2 goals and an assist so far. They line up in a 4-3-3 matching Nepal's shape for shape. And this man received a red card against India in the last group game. We'll have to watch it from the stands. Bangladesh's journey has been measured, composed and quietly effective. And they did not need to dominate, they need to deliver. An opening win over Pakistan built on patience, then precision. 2 goals in the second half, both from one man, Ronan Sullivan. A name that announced itself in moments. A brace that turned control into victory. And then against India, not a goal, but still an influence from a corner. A delivery, an assist that kept Bangladesh in the contest. He has been at the heart of their story. Not always visible, but always involved. And now, as the stage rises, the expectation around him is quite palpable. And Subhash Bam, twice the match winner, a player who has found the moment when it mattered the most. And within that journey, they did not rush, they did not panic. They built step by step, moment by moment. The first semi-final. We are ready to kickstart proceedings here. Nepal will be looking for revenge. Season before last, they lost to Bangladesh in the final of the SAFF Under-20 Championship. And here we go. The first semi-final is underway. Nepal against Bangladesh. 90 minutes, maybe more, to decide who moves one step closer to the crown. An added edge to the semi-final. A quite lingering tension, no extra time. If the score remains level after 90 minutes, the game will go straight to penalties. Which means there is no second chance, no extended opportunity to recover, no extra chapter to rewrite. Bangladesh, meanwhile, the flag went up. Murshid Ali. Just 90 minutes and then the ultimate test of nerve. And it really sharpens everything, every decision, every touch, and every moment will carry greater weight. One of composure, of courage, of conviction under the harshest spotlight. And if you talk about the two team shapes, Nepal are pretty much same from the Maldives game. Just Pemba Nurubu coming in between the sticks. No Bhakta Pariyar. A slight shift from Bangladesh in midfield, with Kamal Mirza doubling up with Nazmul Faisal in an advanced role, and Chandan Roy going to be the lone man in the engine room. A slightly proactive approach from Bangladesh, a 4-3-3 attacking, with Ronan Sullivan being the focal point, aided by Mohammad Manik on his left and Murshid Ali to his right. floated delivery early on. Subhash Baum, first touch letting him down, was below par. And a surge for Bangladesh. The well defended Prashant Mukhtar. Roland Sullivan with the first time ball in. Who went for the lob. Who was looking for that run of Mohammad Manik from the left hand side. Bimba Nurgu had to intervene. It was a right idea, but just slightly falters in execution. In the final, that is the prize on offer this evening. And everything that has come before, the group stage battles, the accumulation of points, the steady building of rhythm, now recedes into the background, because this is the stage where tournaments truly begin to reveal themselves. Nepal have a free kick. It's Subhash Baum, the side's top scorer. Can he set up a goal? And Nepal scored within the first 5 minutes in the opening game against Bhutan from a set piece that was inside the penalty area. And this one is from outside. Subhash Baum, deep delivery, chance for a header. Siddharth Khatka unable to get on the end of that. The Nepal fans, mood truly warmed up in the stands now. Got decent perches on it, Subhash Baum. A forward ball. Defensive work for Nishant Rawat. Siddharth Khatka and Prashant Mukhtar will marshal the defense. Nishan will operate from the right hand side on this game. Bishal keeps his place at left back. John Bista is the protective screen with Ganesh Magar and Alex Shrestha will operate as free aids. Sujan Dangol is the target man up front. Subhash Baum and Dharmendra will look to provide width. Outnumbered. Subhash Baum. Recovery from him. Bangladesh. The ball retention so quick. A tickle around the back. Free kick for the Bengal Tigers. There are no second chances here. No safety net. No recovery route. One performance, one outcome. And the journey either continues or comes to an abrupt and unforgiving end. A decent weight on it. Here is Baum. Can he get the better of his marker? Double teamed. A support from Bishal. Prashant Mukhtar. Alex Shrestha. John Bista. A false shot of his teammate. Taken off Sullivan's feet. His brother Quinn Sullivan, a very renowned player, one of the brightest prospects of American football. Now Bangladesh, Murshid Ali cuts it back. Chance for a corner. Nazmul Faisal puts it wide and tried to bend it, but couldn't make proper contact with the ball. There you go. Murshid Ali running at the Nepal defense. Had to stretch John Bista. A quick cut back right on the edge. And on the turn, Nazmul Faisal drags it wide. Alex Shrestha in a midfield tussle with Kamal Midha. Shifting it on the left flank. Here is Bob, and he keeps going. Subhash Bob tries for that layoff, and nicely cut off by the Bangladesh defense. Very aware of his surroundings, Mithu Chaudhary. Now the Bangladesh skipper putting it out of the danger zone, and now Sullivan with the forward ball. Straight to the keeper, Pemba Nurbu. Makes a return after being left out in the last game. Sunny. Goes for the diagonal. Well protected. Mithu Chaudhary deals with it somehow. It's still bobbing in outside the area. Cleared by quite a few yards inside the opposition's box. Ronan Sullivan pinned by Siddhant Khatka and Prashant Mokhtar. And Nishan Rajlawat scored that late equalizer against Maldives. And that was from Baum's free kick. Both Sullivan and Subhash Baum with a couple of goals and assists for their respective teams. And the tension will eventually trudge up in the technical area as well. And now backtracking. Sheikh Shangram. Help from his defensive partner Mithu Chaudhary. Sheikh Shangram. Murshid Ali. Clever from Bangladesh. A slightly heavy touch undone. And now it's been stolen away. John Bista. And this battle is very interesting. Both sides have controlled when required, endured when necessary, and adapted when challenged. Bangladesh, they travelled a slightly different road. Not flawless, but composed, disciplined, and tactically assured. They have understood the demands of each game and responded with clarity. The two teams shaped by different journeys, now converging at the same decisive moment. And every tournament really produces individuals who rise at the right time. Subhash Baum, Sujan Dangal, Alex Vesta. They can arrive when the game demands a moment of Bangladesh have a corner for themselves. Look at the numbers. Not a single seat left empty. A set piece variation. It's tossed up nicely. And Bangladesh, they score. What a brilliant header at the back post. And the crowd erupts. And they erupts in jubilation. From defense to destiny. Mohammad Malik, 9 on his back. Striker's instinct in his veins. And Bangladesh, they take the lead. A set piece masterclass, a training ground routine, beautifully clipped towards the back post. And Mohammad Malik makes the best use of his height. There was a quality ball in. Look at that from Murshid Ali. And he was the fox in the box. Mohammad Malik delivers on a big stage. Lovely combination play. Even the goal against India came from a well-planned corner. We saw another glimpse of how Bangladesh can be dangerous from the set pieces. Here they come once more. Open chance. That won't count. Could you believe it? Crazy scenes here. 117K watching this already on our platform. What a breakneck beginning. This game never fails to live up to its billing. The ball is stolen in a great area. Ronald Sullivan. He gets the return. Ronald Sullivan puts it into a dangerous area. Scraped out by Nepal. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll bring you the final as well on 3rd of April. India to take on Bhutan next. Action-packed weekend. The SAFF football at its very best. That was too high. That was a lovely work from Mohammad Mitu. Went all the way by himself and then puts in a good ball across, sells one dummy to the keeper, Ronald Sullivan. Cool as a cucumber. Beats the keeper, the flag went up. Pouring forward Bangladesh. Quite an aggressive start. What to put the game in itself. A tap too high. Hooked away by Dharmendra Kunwar. Bangladesh are getting a winning those second balls. But they overload the right flank. Ronald Sullivan. Ronald Sullivan. Beautiful ball sent in. Retrieved at the far side, Shongram. Shongram's cross. An acrobatic collection. Bemba Nurbu. Good stuff from the goalkeeper. Under tremendous pressure in the first quarter itself. Bright start rewarded. 15 minutes written and already a telling line in Bangladesh colours. They've set the tone and now Nepal must respond. Early goal, early control, but plenty of time for the story to turn. This promises to be a contest of intelligence as much as intensity. Nepal are structured and disciplined, but that defensive resilience broken early. Third time they let in a goal. Won it in the advanced area, chance for to shoot, and now Subhash Bam. Ismail Mahid with a lovely save. A response was on the cards, but had a chance to go for the chip. Close down Sunny from behind and then gets the return. Went for the shot, took a deflection and fell kindly for Subhash Bam, who went for placement. Ismail Mahid was called into action. This is where Bangladesh needs to be careful. Bangladesh, the mirror organization with a slightly more direct edge, particularly when transitioning from defense to attack. This is how Ronald Sullivan foiled by that challenge. pass from deep. The header! Just wide. Nazmul Faisal for the second time getting closer. And Nepal mustn't have expected this kind of a start. Look at the gap between the two defenders, between the two red shirts. Under no compulsion gets the header away. Nazmul Faisal couldn't divert it goalwards. Living life on the edge, Nepal. The early goal has shaped the game but not settled it. Nepal looking to find their rhythm again. They'll certainly try to slow things down and make the best use of this free kick. There was a flick on, collected by Dharmendra Kurwar. Those white shirts quickly converge onto the ball. Ronan Sullivan. The first touch impoverished. The possession is back with Nepal. Helps it on. Dharmendra Kurwar. Sujan Dangal. Unable to take the ball under control. Nepal still have a throw-in. Sheikh Sangram surprised. Bishal with a long throw. Ismail Bahid, confident. And these fleeting transitional moments, when structure briefly gave us way to opportunity, and this may not be a game of sustained pressure, but rather one of precision and well-timed execution. This is unlikely to be a game that bursts into life, but it has. The stakes are simply too high. They've started this being on the front foot. Murshid. Sullivan chests it down. Sets up for a shot. Will he get the return? Chance for a header! Good save from the keeper. Brilliant. Bemba Dulbu denies Faisal. Faisal, he cannot score. The chances continue to present itself. The number 10 getting into scoring positions, but the rub of the green not going his way. Bemba Nulbu pulled off a stunning save. The scoreline still remains 0-1. Bangladesh are leading via Mohammad Manik's goal. Time and space afforded. Tried to stay on his feet. Nishan Lajrawat has won a free kick. A late challenge and right foot extended from Shamram. Subhash Bab. An opportunity to test Bangladesh. Players gather, anticipation builds, this could be important. In games like this, set pieces can shift the momentum. Subhash Bab was quite promising with that previous free kick, which almost found Siddhant Khatka. The number 3 couldn't connect. Murshid Ali delivered a glorious cross, just sting towards the back post. Just had to guide it goalwards. Was a diving attempt from Mohammad Manik. He's got a tall frame and made the best use of it. This is where pressure begins to influence behavior. These are young players, but the occasion does not diminish because of age. Faisal tried to thread it through. Vijay should clear. Taking his time on the ball. No conviction in the clearance. Bangladesh come back once more. Sunny. He holds on. Ball delivered. Another wave developing. Sheikh Sangram puts in a decent cross. Away to safety. Alex Reshter. He can travel. And he meets Subhash Bam on the far left. Subhash Bam surrounded by 3 white shirts, but he keeps going, cuts inside, comes central, and tees up Dharmendra Kunwar, but the return didn't reach him. And the release quite poor from the Nepal's captain. 130K watching this. Thanks for all your blessings. Thanks for your support. It's been quite an incredible tournament. And these two teams this evening are expected to put on a show. In case you are new here watching it for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. You will receive more such contents from the South Asian football in the future as well. Decision making becomes sharper or shakier. Murshid Ali did well to hold his nerves. The composure becomes a defining trait, and the ability to remain clear in thought under emotional strain may well determine the outcome. The fans are not happy, are up in arms. Oh, you can see that the fans are getting agitated. Not a good sign. Play stopped for the time being. This is why the referee pauses play, and rightly so. This cannot be part of the game. A moment that breaks the rhythm for all wrong reasons. As security will need to step in. This has to be dealt with quickly. Emotions running high, but this crosses the line. There was the incident. Was demanding for a throw-in. Bangladesh given as a Nepal throw, which is why the disagreement in the gallery. Here is Subhash Bam. Subhash Bam Thakuri, near post delivery. Well planned. And the flicker on came in from the near post. And yet again, Siddhant Khatka. It's just up to connect. Yeah, here is once again planned. Went slightly off his reach. A quiet and hostile crowd here. Into the 28th minute. Nepal still searching for a way back. Bangladesh standing firm. There was a challenge from behind by Sunny. Prashant Mokhtar. Whipped in by Prashant. Floated delivery. He runs straight to Ismail Mahin. He kept a clean sheet against Pakistan. Pema Nurgu, though, kept a clean sheet against Sri Lanka in the second group game, which they won by a solitary goal. And dispossessed. Between the line, that's mark from Bangladesh. Sullivan far ahead of the number 12. And as the game progresses, the rhythm slightly shifting. Mark Cox must have said the right things in the training last evening. Quite an eruption from Bangladesh in the first quarter. They created 3 goal-scoring opportunities. Ronan Sullivan's strike denied for offside. And at that point, Nepal looked on tenterhooks. This is a game of small margins. One breakthrough and the entire color changes. Murshid drags it out wide, a lazy elegance, somewhat bored at that corner. Strings break. And this was the goal. Those 3 combine, a dink towards the back post. And Mohammad Manik was the fox in the box. Beautiful headed goal from the number 9. A classy finish. It's been featuring quite regularly for PWSC in the BPL this season. For Bangladesh, a chance to consolidate and protect what they built. And for Nepal, a moment to reset and find a response. An opportunity for both benches to intervene in small changes that could shape what follows. The pause is brief, but the purpose remains. This is not merely about reaching a final. It is about validation, about confirming the journey, about stepping into a moment that defines a tournament. For one team, that path continues. For the other, it will end right here. That is the stark beauty and cruelty of knockout football. Ronan Sullivan, can he produce another moment of magic from a corner? He did it once already against the champions India. Ronan Sullivan Sullivan opting for height. Finds his teammate. Murshid. Not allowed to deliver the cross. Oh, that's towards the far post. Unable to keep it in play. He was interested. Mohammad Manik. Plays at right back and also a Finn at centre back. Plays his club football for Machindra in the domestic league. A bit of urgency required for Nepal. It's Prashant Mokhtar. Lofted pass. Sheikh Shagaram. Easy pickings for him. Ishan Raj Lawat. There's no offside from a throw-in. Dharmendra Kunwar went in tight at him, but Bangladesh, they come away clean. Ronan Sullivan onto his strong right side. Dislodged. He concedes possession.
ছুটির দিন মানে আমাদের আইসক্রিম ডে, কিন্তু মনে হচ্ছিল আমাদের আনন্দের মুহূর্তগুলো আর থাকবে না। ঠান্ডা বা গরম।
Chipped inside. The offside flag is up. Change as well. Bigyan Khatka comes on for Ganesh Dul Magar. Bigyan Khatka, an out-and-out winger. You might see Subhash Bam take up a bit of a central role with this move. Does that mean Dharmendra Kunwar will also fall back to accommodate Bigyan Khatka on the right-hand side? Remains to be seen. That's the confirmation. There's the change. Bigyan Khatka. Ganesh Magar is off. Nepal just looking for that one moment to bring them level. 36 minutes written and the balance still leans one way. And at this stage, it's patience versus protection. Murshid Ali rolls it through the lug gap. Stepping in at the right time. Pemba Nurbu saw the gap and puts it through. This tournament has unfolded with a quite intensity and not always predictable, not always straightforward, but always competitive. Goals at key moments, games decided late, and stories shaped by resilience as much as flair. From dramatic turnarounds to narrow margins, each match has added a new layer. And now, first semi-final, what remains are the two teams who have not just played but learned, adapted and endured. The atmosphere is still buzzing. Khatka. A quick passing, this is good. This is promising from Nepal. Beautiful football. Touch was heavy. Dharmendra Kunwar snatched away from him. And now Bangladesh on the counter. Searching ball. Ronan Sullivan. Is he on? The flag stayed down. Sullivan with that switch over. Great accuracy. Sunny. Someone got to close him down. Finding so much time and space on the ball into the wide areas. And that is where Bangladesh proved their credentials. Oh, what a hit. Opened up his body. Murshid Ali, a creator once, tried to be the goal scorer on this occasion. Took it on his left, shrugs off the challenge. But that's poor, scuffed. Vigyan Khadka. His first involvement was a giveaway. Chandan Roy. Bangladesh trying to stretch the opponents, making the good use of the pitch. Mithu Chaudhary. Hopeful ball forward. A cutout by Nishan. And this time they come from the left hand side. Is the goal scorer Mohammad Manik, stopped on his tracks by Nishan. Good first time tackle. You've got to rely on standing tackles at this point. You can't afford to commit yourself against this Bangladesh side who've got pace to exploit the gap in behind the defense. Siddhant Khadka, Nishan Lajrawat taking care of the right hand side. Prashad Mokhtan and Bijay try to double up on the left. But both the flanks been quite active for Bangladesh. Murshid Ali from the right and Mohammad Manik from the left. His physicality always a threat for the opposition. The stories shaped by resilience as much as flair. From dramatic turnarounds to narrow margins, each match has added a new layer. And beyond the results, beyond the scorelines, there is something deeper at play. This tournament is a window, a chance for these young players to step forward, to be seen, to be tested, to be shaped. For many, this is not just a game, it is a beginning. A first step into something bigger, where performances here can define futures ahead. Because youth football is not just about today, it's about to what tomorrow might hold. The game still alive now, stretched, uncertain, waiting for its next moment. Nepal searching with urgency, hoping to find a way back before half-time. Is on the overlap, won't get there. Lawat. Minutes written, And the balance trembles but does not yet break. He will have to come out. Takes no risks. Kept it simple. Pemba Nurbu. Around the stadium, really the colors tell their own story. A sea of green and red voices rising, drums echoing. The Bangladesh fans have travelled in numbers and in belief, and their presence felt not just in sounds but in spirit as well. Every chant, every wave of flag, a reminder this is never just about 11 on the pitch. Good looking ball. Keeper spilled it. There will be a foul. Penalized for committing a foul on Pemba Nurbu. And here is the replay. Nazmul Faizal left it for Sunny. It was a good looking ball. The keeper rushes out and fouled by Ronan Sullivan. Sujan Dangol. Important to win those individual battles. Just a minute of regulation time left in the first half and we edge towards Bangladesh still in front. Nepal still looking for that late response. The Bangla Tigers in the driver's seat. For Nepal, wind knocked out of their sails. They could have went down by 3 goals, given the chances Bangladesh have produced in the first half. Kudos to Pemba Nurbu and his heroic goalkeeping.
There will be 3 minutes of added time.
3 minutes added on, 180 seconds. Time enough for a twist before the lemon break. The half refuses to close just yet. Bangladesh, they keep building pressure. Good layoff on the overlap. And out of Mohammad Manik's reach. They'll regroup Bangladesh. Sheikh Shongram with a tasty ball. Headed away. They will try to protect Subhash Bam. Try to turn his man. Foul committed. Has been kept at check. Bangladesh have studied him. That was the plan, to minimize the threat of Subhash Bam. To make sure he doesn't find spaces. And every time the number 10 got to the ball, you saw 3 white shirts closing him down and cutting off the nearby passing channels as well. Ganesh Magar had to be taken off to add more pace on the wings, which is why Bigyan Khatka brought on. But that plan still didn't work. Bangladesh are maintaining their discipline. Set piece utilization are gonna be crucial, gonna be key. We saw variation from set piece early in the game, which resulted into the goal. A couple of times Subhash Bam, a troubled Bangladesh, once from a corner, another from a free kick, and in both the occasions Siddharth Khatka unable to time his jump to perfection. Sujan Dangal wins the free kick. And now the fans are on the edge of their seats. They'll cheer. Anticipation rising. This is significant. Free kick for Nepal late in the first half. And in games like this, one delivery can change everything. All eyes fixed. Subhash Bam. Will he be third time lucky? Subhash Bam's free kick. Will it be a corner? Looks like the referee has given it. Yes, he has. Jatinder Singh. It's a corner for Nepal. And now they've got their foot on the pedal. A short corner. Can they give Bangladesh a taste of their own medicine? Easily thwarted out, and there goes the half-time whistle. Bangladesh lead by a single significant goal. An early strike from Mohammad Malik, and a lead that has been protected with discipline and control. A half that began with intent and grew into tension and now pauses with Bangladesh ahead. And Nepal have searched, have probed, but not yet found the answers. One goal, one difference, one story still unfolding. Half-time here at the National Stadium, Mole. It's Bangladesh 1, Nepal 0. Plenty to reflect on and everything still to play for.
তো গাইস, খেলা এখন হাফ টাইম। যারা নতুন লাইভে জয়েন হয়েছেন তাদের অবগতির জন্য জানানো যাচ্ছে যে এইমাত্র খেলা লাইভ স্কোর বাংলাদেশ 1 এবং নেপাল 0। তো এই হচ্ছে পার্টনার। এই শাওন, এই তোমার শাওন দেখতেছে। কাকা কেমন আছো? ভালো আছো? যেখানে থাকো ভালো থাকো। গেন খাওয়া দিয়ে দিই, গেন লাইভ দাও, গেন দিই। কি আছে? শাওনের ভিডিও কল দে, শাওনের ভিডিও কল দে।
Leads Nepal. This could have been the second. Ronald Sullivan was flagged off. Assistant referee Purba rose the flag for offside, and then Ronald Sullivan drifting out wide. That cross at too much height, which was recovered by Sheikh Shongram, but heroic stuff from Pema Nurbu. Gathers it up quite nicely, and then a steal from Nepal, attempt for a shot, fell kindly for Subhash Bam, but Ismail Mahin goes down just on time. denies the number 10. And it was Nepal's only chance to get a goal and a couple of close moments from free kicks. And this cross found Nazmul Fazal empty. The header wasn't on target. Surge after surge, this was the save from Pema Nurbu. And for the third time, Nazmul Fazal was denied. This was a corner from Subhash Bam, which could have been turned in by Siddhant Khatka. Couldn't hit the target. The pressure was telling on the Gorkha boys. This hit from Murshid Ali was wayward. Bangladesh could have been up by multiple goals in the first half. This was the last piece of action of this half. And Bangladesh defense, they come out with flying colors at the end of the first 45. A lot to play for. We'll return soon. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
ভালো থাকো দাদা
because a single goal in a game like this, and it's never a guarantee. For Nepal, urgency must now replace patience, and for Bangladesh, control must become conviction. And now the kickoff is just a few seconds away. As Jatinder Singh is ready. The whistle blown, the noise rises, and the second half is underway, with Bangladesh ahead and the final still within reach. An early foul. Over-enthusiastic. Sometimes the youthful exuberance got to be guided by shoulders of maturity. A shoulder pass from Subhash Bab. Sunny. Given a start ahead of Ridwan. Ridwan did play the last two games, group games against Pakistan and India. Both South Asian derbies. Bangladesh and Nepal both unbeaten in the tournament. Prashant Mukhtar, no chance taken. Nepal have managed to score only one goal in the second half. And out of the total four, three of them have come in the first 45. Bangladesh are more of a second half side. They scored a couple of goals in the second 45. And Nepal have conceded as well in the second half. It seems like Bangladesh have hit the purple patch. And the Bengal Tigers led the first half but didn't finish it. They created enough to be out of sight, but it kept Nepal alive. Game management and finishing very key. Three opportunities wasted by Nazmul Faisal. None taken, and in knockout football that can come back to haunt you. Let's see, does he respond or fade? And Nepal haven't created much in open play, but from dead balls they've looked dangerous. Free kick and corners, always a lifeline. Now the Bangladesh keeper just tested once in the first 45. When called upon, he delivered. Not busy, but important. Now there is a question, can he stay switched on if pressure rises? Goals lead is never safe, especially in a semi-final. Bangladesh protect or push. Nepal the chase or stay composed. Next goal, it doesn't just change the scoreline, it changed the psychology. 2-0, more control for Bangladesh, 1-1. Then starts the chaos. Ronan Sullivan managed to buy a corner. No extra time factor, just a reminder to our viewers. No safety net, and if it stays level, straight to penalties. The game is poised, but not yet decided. But the next goal could. Murshid Ali. Goes low. Another bite on the cherry. Murshid. There's that dink at the back post. Misjudged the flight of the ball yet again. Bemba Nurbu. But good defending at the back post on this occasion from Nepal. In some problem. He's complaining for an elbow. Nepal and Bangladesh, two nations that continue to shape the story of football in the South Asian region. The game shimmering, waiting for its next spark. And Nepal with its history of resilience, a nation where football is played with heart, with identity, with pride. And producing teams that compete beyond nation. And Bangladesh, a country where passion for the game runs deep. A player down, concern for Bangladesh. And understandably so, there's a pause. One of them in some discomfort. There's the goal scorer, Mohammad Manik. The stretcher called on, and this will take a moment. A few of them warming up. Let's hope it's nothing serious. The game waits, but concern comes first. Been stretchered off, Mohammad Manik. And a change for Bangladesh. Joy Ahmed will come on for Manik.
Jersey number 9, MD Manik replaced by jersey number 17, MD Joy Ahmed.
Joy Ahmed replaces Mohammad Manik. Bangladesh, their number 9, forced off through injury. And the man who leads the line now leaves it. A disappointing end to his evening. He gave what he could. This will force a rethink for Bangladesh, losing their focal point in attack. Football culture growing, evolving, beginning to translate belief into performance. And together they represent more than just two teams this evening. But here comes a chance. Murshid blocked off by Nepal. Bangladesh will reset themselves from the left corner of the penalty area. Lost track. And now running down the line, Nepal takes a tumble, will be a free kick. And a yellow card brandished by Jatinder Singh. Ali Shrestha challenged from behind. Right call from Jatinder. There you go. There's that tackle. Sheikh Shamram was out of position. Nepal win it in a promising area. An opportunity to test Bangladesh once more. Players assemble, tension right This could be significant. Nishan delivers. A chance to shoot. Appeals of handball. Turned away. And now chance to launch a counter. Here comes Bangladesh. Wide on the far left. Good looking ball in. Couldn't really connect. On rushing Joy Ahmed, who went with his side foot. That was always a difficult technique. The transition so quick. Confirmation of the booking for Sheikh Shamran. And a move developing. Again out wide. One dummy, making inroad. A layoff. Heavy touch from Nazmul Faisal. And the move breaks down. Now Bangladesh have hit the nail on the head. Nicely intercepted. Prashant Mokhtar. A play stopped. Might be a player lying down injured. The referee seeks for medical intervention. 56 minutes. Bangladesh begin to turn the screw. Pressure building from them. Yet again another Bangladesh player brought down. They're drawing the challenges. These fans are ecstatic. They are pinning Nepal back. Sustaining attacks, winning second balls. This is a dangerous phase. Something feels close. And these fans, they know it's not over yet. Just a matter of goal. Might be just a step away from getting there. Play resumes. Closing down from the front. Bangla Tigers. Can they roar? Can they find the insurance goal? Linking up nicely. Intricate passing. Holds on to the ball a bit too long. And that allows Nepal to clear. Both these teams, they represent the future of South Asian football. The other two semi-finalists also watching this. Bhutan and India, they lock horns next in the second semi-final. Vijay. A lunging effort. Sunny with that push. Soft foul conceded. Vigyan Khatka down on the deck. Free kick for Nepal. There was a nudge from behind by Sunny Das. We'll have a look at the replay. There you go. His hand came out, which is why the referee blown the whistle. Had he went for that Shoulder barge could have gotten away with it, but the moment the hand comes out, all those intangible aspects the referees take count of. A big Yalkatka! That was so close! Right onto the roof. That was dipping in. It looked like a testing time for Bangladesh. Just slightly over. We've touched the hour mark at the National Football Stadium. It's Nepal 0, Bangladesh 1. Mohammad Manik scored the only goal early in the first half, and that continues to be the difference maker between the two teams, with regulation time of still about half an hour's play left. Nepal are managing to win free kicks inside their territory. And now it becomes test of nerve and decision making under pressure. They got to make one of them count. Rashad Mukhtar. It comes out to a red shirt. A disappointing hit in the end. Alex Shrestha took it onto his left foot. Anubhav Puri did start the run last game, but he lacked that control in the middle of the park. I couldn't show that guile, which is why Yurjan Shrestha had to turn back to Alex Shrestha. Vijay. Prashad Mukhtar. It's on to the goalkeeper, Pemba Nodbu. Was kept on his toes throughout the first 45. To make a comeback into this, they got to burn the midnight oil here. They got to work their socks off. And in moments of adversity arrive leaders and heroes. One of them got to step up for Nepal. Subhash. Plays that 1-2, but that didn't work out. Bangladesh very assured, hasn't put a foot wrong in defense. We're looking for 3 finals in a row. 2024, the SAFF Under-20 Championship. They played the final, they won it. In the Under-19s, they played the final as well. Held last year. They lost to India in the penalty shootout. And this season, they're heading into another final. They still cling to that narrow lead. balance trembles but does not yet break. They got to up their ante. And defending in two banks of four Bangladesh. And Rahman Sullivan in between the two centre backs trying to unsettle them. This is much better. This could open up. Subhash Bam sets it up. And drifting slightly wide. And the Bangladesh, they quickly close down the crossing angles. Are compelled to play it back. Forced out of the area. And defending with grit and determination. Prashant Mokhtar. Alex Vesta. Again, the stretcher had to be brought on.
Substitution for Nepal. Jersey number 14, Narendra Kumar, replaced by jersey number 17, Rahman.
Bishal. Prepares for a long throw. Speared it and took it on the bounce. Took it well in the end. Ismail Mahin. And goes direct. Rahman Sullivan is present. Couldn't touch it. But hot on the heels of Prashant Mokhtar. Mohammad Mitu Chaudhary. Was there a touch? Jatinder Singh looks away. Slightly erratic this game. Bangladesh holding their shape pretty well, but feeling the weight of the moment. That was Chandan Roy. Or is it Sunny, the right back? Have seen players go down with summer being the players that tend to drain out in these conditions. Never easy, with matches coming thick and fast, the schedule so tight, no breathing space. Samuel Raksham is the new player. Another winger from Basundhara Kings. And Abdul Fahim is also on, who scored that equalizing goal against India from Rahman Sullivan's corner. Sunny Das is off. Mohammad Abdul Fahim comes on. And Nazmul Faisal replaced by Samuel Raksham. A like-for-like changes, fresh pair of legs injected. It seems like Bangladesh have decided to take their foot off the gas and rely on positional counters. 70 minutes almost written, and the story stands on the brink of the next chapter. Bursting inside the box. Good shielding. Murshid Ali was breathing down the neck of Prashant. Beautiful challenge to put him off. Mithu Chaudhary with a diagonal covering, stepped across. Subhash Bam drawing players towards him. And that's what he does. That's what all the elite number 10s do across the globe. It drags players towards them and to create open space for his teammates. Bangladesh are now taking their time. A backheader. Murshid Ali miscalculates the bounce. Gets deceived slightly. And that awkward bounce also took a toll. And the game tightening. Every pass, every touch now heavily with consequence. Bangladesh digging in. Nepal are pushing with certain desperation, sensing time beginning to slip. Dhanabendra. Now the captain's armband is back with Subhash Bam. Vijay. The centre backs look to split. Now the crowd have woken up yet again. With those Bangladesh chants. And now stepping in, Nepal are trying to shift through the gears. Sheikh Shah timed his tackle to perfection. Ronald Sullivan brings it down. Now into space. Joy Ahmed. And the cross was below knee level. It makes it comfortable for the defender to clear their lines. Difficult to win. There's a physical battle against Mohammad Mithu Chaudhary. Can he produce another late goal for this side, like the previous game against Maldives? And trying to play it onto the path of Shogram, who is on the burst. He's got the guile. He needs a helping hand. And he finds one. Now he'll hold up play. Waiting for his teammates. And that's cut off nicely. A chance for a break. Dispossessed. Wins it clean, Bangladesh. Sullivan sells one dummy past one, holds off a couple, sets up for a cross, in it comes, completely overcooked. Minutes played, and we pause once more for a drinks break. The final quarter interrupted, but the tension very much alive. Bangladesh still lead, but only just. The bodies pause, the minds race. A moment to gather to reset for one final push. For Bangladesh, a chance to breathe and hold on to what they've built. Now both the coaches now, both benches will make the final adjustments. The pause is brief, but the stakes are not. The game has entered the last quarter.
The total attendance for this match is 3,910. Thank you all for coming.
3,910 is the total attendance, close to 4,000. That's indeed a very good number, given the capacity here at the National Stadium. And if it's India versus Bangladesh in the final, we expect the number to cross 4K. That is, the organizers might have to release more tickets. There will be huge praise if it's Bangladesh versus India in the final. But we simply cannot write off Nepal. They still have a chance. There is still time to mount a comeback. This is where the resistance will be tested.
সকলের অবগতির জন্য জানানো যাচ্ছে যে আজানের জন্য কিছুক্ষণ সাউন্ড অফ থাকবে। আজান শেষ হলে আবার পুনরায় সাউন্ড ফিরিয়ে দেওয়া হবে। আজানের বিরতি শেষে আবার আমরা চলে আসলাম লাইভে আগে ছিলাম, তবে ভয়েসটা ছিল না, মানে সাউন্ডটা ছিল না। সাউন্ডটা এখন অ্যাভেলেবেল।
Goes to the left once more.